family. Hey, family. Um, I'm doing another missing child reading. Oh, I hate readings like this, but anyway, it is what it is. It has here Amber Alert issue for missing 6 year old North Texas boy. And it's stated here he's 6 year old Noel Rodriguez Alvarez. And they're saying that he was last seen 5 months ago. 5 months ago, family. And the authorities are really looking at his mother, okay? Um, Give me a minute here, okay? They said that Noel, I'm gonna call him Baby Noel, okay? They said that he has a disability and he's also sickly also. So I'm assuming he takes medicine. But the fact that he hasn't been seen at all in a while, this has authorities um, really, feeling like he's endangered, shall I say. It's a good chance he may not be with us. Um, but we know with God all things are possible. Just because he's been, according to the authorities, he hasn't been seen since 5 months, it doesn't mean he's deceased. He can be somewhere hidden. Somebody could just have him, you know, hidden somewhere. They feel that he may be sold. I don't know. He does have other siblings, and he also has a stepfather, I believe. They said that mom is on the run with her other children and her husband, shall I say. It's a good chance they left and fled to, I think they said India, I believe. I think her husband is from there. But anyway, I'm just going to focus on this child family. We're going to just hope and pray for the best. Normally, I read up on it, but I'm not going through all of that. I just want to focus on this child. Many of you feel free to type his name in. Missing 6 year old. I apologize. 6 year old Noel Rodriguez. Let me get it right. Let me get it right. 6 year old Noel Rodriguez Alvarez. Okay, just type the information in and you can read for yourself. I pretty much want to get to the point. Okay, because time is of the essence. Let me just say that. But it's weird how this child went missing in Texas, and then I did another reading before this one on another child, a 6 month old baby Summer Moore. She went missing in Texas, Houston, Texas, and she was found. Thank God. Kind of find out they found her with her mother. So I'm just glad they found her on time. Cause it's all about time is of the essence. Um, but I noticed when I was doing a reading on her, it seemed like I was getting a lot of cross messages, and that can happen. When you're dealing with children that go missing in the same area. Thank God that she was alive, found alive. I'm praying that he's still alive. So they even mentioned something about a pickup truck in this case, and I was picking up on that in her case. You know, but anyway, I'm going to just focus on this baby right here, family. Um, on a 6 year old um, Noel Rodriguez Alvarez. I'm not sure is if it's Noel Rodriguez Alvarez or Rodriguez Noel Alvarez. But if I'm wrong, I apologize. I'm just gonna look in his eyes, okay? You know, it'll tell me a lot about him. Okay, so I'm gonna leave this up here. And I can still see him by, looking at the screen, okay? It's a beautiful child. I'm going to start off using the Divine Shout out to Oracle, shout out to Divine Vision. I'm going to start off using that, okay? Just help me to get an idea about those shadow energies that was going on around this child. Alrighty. Ask my spirit guides to connect with Noel Rodriguez Alvarez spirit guides can clarity on his disappearance, related to his disappearance, what those shadow energy that was going on with this child before he disappeared. Excuse me, and let me put a disclaimer because I didn't do it at first. Whatever you see and hear in this reading concerning this missing child, Noel Rodriguez Alvarez, it is not facts, it is allegedly. I have to say that. I always say let things play out, okay? And this is for entertainment purpose only, even though I don't consider this as entertainment, but I have to say that, okay? So let's continue. We're going to just pray and hope for the best, okay? And even though they're looking at the mom, I'm not going to accuse her of anything. I'm going to stay neutral and let the spirit do the talking. It has here complacency. This is someone who's unaware of danger. It has here envy. Somebody experiencing grief. At the head, it has here heartbroken. Over here, it has rejection. In a secret place, it has depression. And in the center, it has here sabotage. The child could have been sabotaged, or we're looking at self-sabotage due to one negative thinking and their actions that led up to someone being sabotaged, okay? This is a doozy. This is a doozy. Let's continue. Pay attention to repeated messages, okay? All right, family. Next we have brainwash. And if you can't see, that's okay. I'm going to read them out, okay? Next, we have greed. Greed is playing the part, okay? Greed. Next, we have entanglement. This speaks about a complicated, difficult relationship that can be quite toxic. It can be maybe a complicated, difficult relationship with a mom and her husband, or it's mom and her child, okay? I think about power struggle. That's what comes to mind to me. Maybe someone that's hard to deal with. But anyway, entanglement is playing a part here. At the head, I have shame. And behind shame, I have heartbroken. Sorry. Give me a minute, family. Um, I know I have that here, but I want his picture like right here when I'm looking down at it. Hold on 1 minute, all right? Give me a minute. All right. I will say this. Um, it has here every man police said at a press conference on Monday that 6 year old Noel Rodriguez Alvarez is still missing, and they have not found evidence to show whether he is alive or dead. Okay, so that's where we are right now. Okay, so let me pull his picture up real quick. And this right here says family of missing 6 year old left Texas on international flight before Amber Alert was issued. Wow. Okay, let me get his picture here. Mm. What can you say, family? Okay. I have here ego bound, secretive, and we know this. It's not this baby energy. Okay. What comes to me more than anything, I think about the energy of the caregiver. Next, we have addictions as playing a part. Behind that, entanglement. At the head, we have disconnection. I see right now when I'm getting a message like this is someone that doesn't feel connected to somebody. Okay, and the head would be the parent, the mom or the dad. But the fact that this child was living with mom and his stepdad, it looked like the mom had like a disconnection from her child. But I let the spirit do the talking, okay? But this is at the head. Not only does it say disconnection here, but it says shame. Mom feeling shame. And it has here heartbroken. So something happened. Next, we have disagreeable. It's playing the part. Behind that, betrayal. And for me to get betrayal, that's pretty much somebody that you know. Okay? So we're not looking at a stranger here. Next, we have argumentative. deception. And we see here also secretive. Now, you know what? I apologize. Before I started to um, shuffle my deck, I left this out. In the center, it says ghosting. I left this out. I apologize. And we already know what that's about. That's about abandonment. Somebody that drops you off. They abandons you. Okay. Behind that, I have sabotage. I have sabotage, ghosting, and I have here deception. Ego bound, deception, argumentative, disagreeable, deception, addictions, disconnection, deception, secretive. Let's see how it looks before I add the second row to it. Betrayal, betrayal, ghosting, entanglement. Brainwash, ghosting, fearful. Shame, ghosting, secretive. As you see, it doesn't look good at all. But we're going to hope for the best. Let's go around one more time. I've already pre-shuffled. One moment. Okay. Burden. Somebody carrying burdens. Behind that, ego bound. Antagonists. Behind that, secretive. Bully. Somebody coming up is a bully. Behind that, addictions. At the head, condescending. Behind that, disconnection. Over here, I have helpless. Behind that, disagreeable. Over here, I have drunk. In a secret place. So far in a secret place, I have depression, fearful, argumentative, and drunk. And remember, we saw addictions. I hope nobody took their anger out on this child or their frustration. In the center, I have conflicted. Behind that, I have deception. Burdens, conflicted, drunk. Helpless, conflicted, bully. Condescending, conflicted, antagonist. So just the fact that drinking is popping up, that's playing a part in this equation. I'm getting ready to use the Cosmic Oracle Tarot deck. Divine Spirit, it leads me to all truth. Holy Spirit, seeking clarity on the disappearance of Rodriguez Alvarez. Relate up to his disappearance. Now, there were a reading I did before this one, and sometimes it happens, family. I can't control what comes out. But the reading I did before this one was on, I'm calling her baby, because she was 6 months old, was on baby Summer Moore, okay? And she was found safe, thank God. This message came out right here. And I noticed, if you take the time to watch that video, you would notice, I'll kind of puzzle a little bit because it seemed like the message was kind of scattered. And when that happened, it's, either the energy is changing up because there's a lot going on behind the scenes, events that are being played out, or that can be a factor, or it's something that's going on with another child. And sometimes I can have like cross messages. It happens all the time. So I try to do my best to focus just on that one child. But anyway, but so kind of find out he went missing also in Texas, just like she did. But anyway, this message came out right here. You see this? It says honeymoon. But what stands out to me is this is somebody who's traveling by plane. And they are saying that, Noel Rodriguez's family traveled by plane, but they was headed to India. Okay? So anyway, that's interesting right there. Because a lot of these messages are coming back out. Well, some of them are coming back out. They are repeating from the last reading I've done. So that's interesting right there. And the energy was just scattered. It's like I was getting a lot of different missed messages, and I hate when it happens. Okay. It has here the honeymoon. It says honeymoon phase, attending someone's wedding. That can be the case, but I think about somebody that's traveling, okay? They're doing some traveling. It's a picture of a plane here in the center. Next, I have the manifest card. This is someone that's believing for something. It's something that they really, really want. It has here, tell the universe exactly what you want. They're trying to manifest something. Next, I have confession. Someone has to tell you something. So somebody is holding on to some information. And right here, they're trying to confess and let somebody know what they were holding on to. At the head, I have distance. I think about travel. It has here, you and your partner may be physically or emotionally distant. This came out my last reading. But thank God that the reader also said that the child was alive, okay? Anyway, distance. You and your partner may be physically or emotionally distant. If that's not the case, this can let me know about travel also. That's at the head. Over here is intuition or the lack of. The red flags you ignore now will come back to bite you later. Now remember, we saw the shadow message greed. Over here it says gambling. This is in the secret place over here. Problems with addictions or gambling, bad finances. Excuse me. Over here in the center, we have divorce, experiencing a breakup. Now let me say this, because a lot of times I look for clues. It's certain thing that stands out to me. Now, Mom, I believe, is married, and the man she's married to is a stepfather of baby Noel, okay, of Noel Rodriguez. If this is not pertaining to a relationship with mom and her husband, this could be the disconnection, and as far as mom relationship with her child, okay. It has her experiencing a breakup. I think about endings. I think about separation. But anyway, looking at it from this way, distance, you and your partner may be physically or emotionally distant, divorced, or experiencing a breakup. This right here says manifest. It has here intuition or the lack of the red flags you ignore now will come back to bite you later. Divorce, breakup, and confession. Someone has to tell you something. Gambling, problems with addictions or gambling, um, bad finances, divorce, breakup, and honeymoon. This is somebody getting missing. It's really how you look at it, and who the message is talking about. Is it actually talking about, you know, a partner, or can be this child? Because he has other siblings that has left with the mom. He's the only one that was left behind. Mm. Next, we have fire sign Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. The word fire, I think about explosive emotions heating up. Somebody going from 1 to 10. In the center, I have pregnancy. Someone is expecting. It's a good chance mom might be expecting. I don't know how old mom is, but it has here pregnancy. And behind that, manifest. Next, I have Earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. I don't know their, zodiac sign or anything. Behind it, I have confession. At the head, I have guardian. A lost loved one watches over you. The fact that I'm seeing this is a good chance he may not be with us, but we know with God all things are possible. It's showing an angel and a loved one that's in the spirit realm watching over their loved one. Over here, I have move on. Someone is unavailable, a waste of time. It's over. Over here in the secret place, I have intimacy, sexual chemistry, reminiscing. And in the center, I have let go. Make room for the new beginnings. On its way to you now. So this is someone that's letting go and they are making room for the new. This is someone that's letting go and they are making room for the new. But I don't know if his mom is expecting or not. That's allegedly. Mm. Seeking clarity on disappearance of Noel Rodriguez Alvarez. It has here love spells. You been bewitched. I think about someone that become very obsessed over somebody. They're pretty much caught up in somebody else, shall I say. That's all they see is that individual. Love spells. Next, I have commitment. This is what someone wants out of an individual. Things are getting serious. And behind that, I have pregnancy. Next, I have health. Health issues could arise. I feel like this is baby Noel energy. Baby Noel Rodriguez energy. And it has here also heartbroken. So somebody's health is at risk, shall I say. And they did say this child had health issues. And plus he was dealing with disability. At the head, I have vacation. Okay, you will be traveling soon. So it looked like mom got missing, and stepdad and her other children. It says vacation. This is traveling with someone, with your partner. And behind this, guardian, a lost loved one watches over you in the spirit. Over here, I'll be back. Expect to hear from them soon. What I get right here, it's like mom or whoever the spirit is talking about, somebody's telling someone, I'll be back. But then we saw the word ghosting. That's somebody leaves you hanging. That's somebody that's abandoning you. And behind that, look, move on. We're going to just keep the faith, family. I know these messages can, look very grim. But just because he disappeared, he could still be alive. He could be held somewhere, okay? Maybe, for whatever reason. It has here Mercury retrograde. It is electronic issues, communication issues, review everything. So I think about how things just go to the left, things don't go as planned. Loss of communication. That's in a secret place. In the center, someone else. Someone is in the middle. Someone is trying to sabotage this. And we did see the message entanglement. And behind this, I have let go. Making room for the new beginning on its way to you now. I need to see his mother picture real quick. Give me a minute. Let me see something. This is him and his mom. I need to see her picture real quick. I want to see what's going to come back out. Divine Spirit. Seeking clarity about Noel Rodriguez's mother concerning his disappearance. Seeking clarity. Okay. Vacation. So this is mom getting missing with her spouse, husband. Right here. They got missing. See the suitcase? You will be traveling soon. So we know this already. Okay? Divine Spirit, anything you can tell me about Noel's mother? Patient, just a few more months. Good things comes to those who wait. So it is something. It is something that she really, really wants, and according to the spirit, allegedly she might be expecting. So she's being patient. This speaks about in a few more months. It's something that she really, really wants. Just a few more months. Good things comes to those who wait. Divine Spirit seeking clarity about the disappearance of Noel. Seeking clarity about his mother. What part of it does his mother play in his disappearance? Seeking clarity about Noel Rodriguez's mother. Seeking clarity about Noel Rodriguez's mother. A lot of the messages came right back out. That's him and his mom. A lot of the messages came right back out. Okay? Let's go over it. It has here, I'll be back. She sent it to somebody that's left behind. I'll be back. But then we saw ghosting. That somebody leaves you hanging. They abandons you. Expect to hear from them soon. Then we have here divorce. Experiencing breakup. If it's not with her spouse, you are separating yourself from your child. Because we saw the shadow card disconnection. That's like someone mentally and emotionally detached from you. We have here let go. But you're saying right here, I'll be back. Right here, you're letting go. You're flying off elsewhere, okay? Make room for the new beginnings on its way to you now. At the head, love spells. You been bewitched. According to the spirit, mom been bewitched. She's caught up in her so-called relationship, whoever that she's into, and she did leave with her husband. I don't know if that's her husband or her boyfriend, but if it's her husband, you know, I think I heard it's his stepfather, I believe. So anyway, she's really into that relationship. It's like she's obsessed. Okay, that's all she can think about. Like it's like tunnel vision. Over here, I have intuition or the lack of concerning mom. The red flags you ignore now will come back to bite you later. So she wasn't using her intuition, good judgment at all. Over here, I have commitment. This is what mom wants in a secret place. And in the center, sexuality. Someone is still figuring themselves out. So it just lets me know that somebody can be very sexually active. They may have more than one lover, you know. And there are timelines to my reading. Please know that. I always say things have to play out. Love spell, sexuality, divorce, or breakup. I'll be back. Sexuality, somebody wants commitment. Intuition, sexuality, let go. Let me see something here. Let me see something here. I need to look into her eyes. So intuitively, I am sensing that she did leave her son by choice. She left him. Right before I even ask the word, hold on. Distance came back out, but I wanted to ask the question: why did she leave her son? That's what I want to know. Why did she leave him? Before I had a chance to actually put it out there, this what came out. It has here distance. You and your partner may be physically or emotionally distant. But anyway, let's read shuffle. Why did why did Noel Rodriguez's mother abandon him? Why did Noel Rodriguez's mother leave him? I'm gonna show you what I got, and then I'm gonna break it down to you. Okay. Over here, I have confession. Someone has to tell you something. Okay. Over here, I have pet, but pets can be replaced with child, lover, partner, you name it. Now, the fact that this child has disappeared, let me just say this: the fact that this child is missing, I'm going to replace pet with child. Have ears to hear. I said my intentions. Why did she up and leave her child? Getting a new child and replace with the word pet. Getting a new child, giving a current child more love. Now, that's a good chance. Allegedly, she could be expecting. But I'm looking at this right here. It's like someone has a decision to make. They're thinking about either, giving their current child more love or replacing them. Getting a new pet or giving a current pet more love. I replaced pet with child because he's still missing. She's confessing to somebody. Most likely it's probably her husband. Confession. Someone has someone has to tell you something. So for whatever reason, she decided to abandon him, ghost him, and get missing, and leave him behind. Now I'm going to use my shadow deck again and look at her. I'm going back to this to see what's going to come back out. I just want to look at her real quick. Hold up. Let me see something here. Um, is there a picture of him and his mom? I'm just going to take a picture of him. Hold on, family. I mean, of his mother. Hold up. Because I'm going to turn this back around. Hold on. Okay. I'm going to turn this back around. So, I'm setting my intentions. What are those shadow energies that was going on with his mother? Divine Spirit, what was those shadow energies that was going on with Noel Rodriguez's mother? What led her to, why did she, why did Noel Rodriguez's mother abandon her son? Why did Noel Rodriguez's mother abandon her son? Mm. Hold up, family. A lot was coming out. And remember, we did see the word greed. It doesn't have to be about money. People just want what they want. And I think about somebody that's very selfish. Okay? It has here drained. I think about somebody that's emotionally drained, tapped out. Hostility, greed, came right back out. Came right back out. Greed, drugs. Remember, we did see the shadow message addictions. Callous, someone is showing no emotion. A cold individual. Arrogance, evasive, someone who avoids commitment to her son. We did see disconnection. Maybe she just got overwhelmed with the responsibility. And I'm saying this, it's like it popped up in my spirit. Maybe she just got overwhelmed with the responsibility of dealing with a child, like Noel, bless his soul. He had a disability and he was sickly. He needed medicine, humiliation, fearful. And I feel like this is the after fact for whatever reason, fearful, held hostage. Now that's interesting for this to come out. I think about somebody. I think about I'm gonna say it like this. This is someone that's in an environment they don't want to be in. They feel trapped. They can't see a way out. So I'm getting this from mom spread. She's not held hostage. So obviously she must know where he is. It says held hostage. This is someone that's trapped. They can't see a way out of their environment. They feel helpless. It has here ego bound, empty. So for whatever reason, mom was feeling hopeless about something. Burdens, carrying burdens. Cold. Cold. I hate to say it, but I want to say it the way I feel it. The fact that this child hasn't been seen at all for 5 months, they're saying, and mom has been seen with her husband and her children only, and no Noel. Obviously, she just gave up on this child for whatever reason. Who does that? Up and leave your child? Who does that? And I'm only saying all of this because I saw the word ghosting. That's someone that abandons you. They're not reliable. They leave you hanging. We'll be going on an hour. Thank you all for being loyal. I really appreciate you. I don't like doing these kind of readings when it comes to children, but it's nothing like not knowing. At least being if you care, because obviously mom don't. Divine speaking clarity on the disappearance of Noel. And I'm looking at his mother. That's right. I'm not looking at him no more. I'm looking at the mother, okay? Because she the one up and, got missing and left her child. That's what seeking clarity on disappearance of Noel Rodriguez. Really up to his disappearance. What happened to Noel? Seeking clarity on disappearance of Noel Rodriguez. What happened to Noel? What led to his disappearance? I told you a lot of my messages would cross. A lot of this is coming right back out, and a lot of it came out in the first reading I did on the 6-month-old Summer Moore. So I apologize when that happened, but I can't control what comes out of my spread. But you get it, family. And the spirit did let us know that, no matter what we were seeing here, that she was alive. But I also was receiving a lot of messages letting me know that she may not be alive. That's why I'm wondering about this child. Is he still with us? Mm, yep. Coming right back out. The spirit is on it. I'm sorry. The spirit is on it. Coming right back out. And if many of you, it wasn't that many of you that saw that reading, I went ahead and made it unlisted. But any of you are welcome to go to my playlist when it comes to the missing. You will see the reading I did on this child, Summer Moore. If you watch it and you see a lot of this, it's coming right back out. And I was trying to focus on her, but see the fact that he's missing in the same location that she went missing. That's why my spread was, you know, I'll let many of you know. Just go back and watch it. You will understand why I was the way I was. I was kind of perplexed. Like, I'm getting a lot of mixed messages here. That's why. That's why. You'll see. Coming right back out. Remember, they wanted to know whether this child was sold or not. I'm not going to say he was sold, but it's a good chance he could have been sold. Okay? It has here sell, trade, dark web, on the dark web. Remember, we saw greed, gambling, greed. People do sell images of children on the dark web. They sell children and they end up on the dark web. All I know is something about the dark web. This came out in my reading I did before this one. Thank God that child wasn't on the dark web. Dark web. Sell and trade on the dark web, allegedly. This came out in my last reading also. They did mention something about a pickup truck. Do your research, family. Here's the pickup truck. It's a black pickup truck. It may not be black. So it looked like they were traveling by a pickup truck as well, okay? This came back out. I'm going to acknowledge it. Stolen password, hack account, whatever that's about. Crossover, goodbye. We saw also move on earlier. That's somebody that just get missing. I pray he's still alive. Okay? I'm just a messenger. Crossover, goodbye. Victim is wounded badly, needs medical attention, in between world, time running out. Suspect knows someone who knows the victim. This would be the case if mom knows the suspect. She knows the individual that she left her son with, allegedly. Family member distracted, not paying attention. All this is allegedly, family. Okay, we all know this. A lot of time I get near misses, and then sometimes I read them just on point. We all know this. It has here only remains left, allegedly. It has here something about a smoker. Somebody smokes. There was some drinking. And remember, I'm looking at mom. Okay, I'm looking at mom, and all of this is coming out. Somebody's drinking. Addiction. Has addictions. Alcohol, drugs, or both. Something about sewage drains, ditch in the area. This came out in my last reading. Thank God, baby Summer Moore was not in a location like this. But the fact that I'm seeing this, ugh, this came right back out. It's something to this. Open and shut case. Authority turns a blind eye. Has no suspect. Now, authorities may not turn a blind eye. I'm sure they are looking. What stands out to me is nobody, no evidence. This right here says side of the road, body, outside of the road by a ditch. I think about somebody throwing somebody, you know, body, outside of the road, ditch. And then we have here sewage drainage in the area. I looked at her. This is what came out. Now I want to just look at her son, okay, and see what come out. And so far, I haven't received any card saying alive. I know it came out my last message. It came out twice, alive. I haven't seen that yet in this reading. Doesn't mean he's not alive, okay? What led up to disappearance of Noel Rodriguez Alvarez? Seeking clarity about his disappearance of Noel Rodriguez Alvarez. Seeking clarity of disappearance of Noel Rodriguez Alvarez. Seeking clarity of disappearance of Noel Rodriguez Alvarez. don't know if something happened at home. Oh, and let me say this real quick. I did hear that the family was living on a property of this elderly man, and they were living behind his property, and they did have the cadaver dogs searching the property, and they didn't pick up on anything. Okay, so let me just say that it has here question friend of the family, question friend of the family. Maybe this is somebody that has helped or that knows about this. It has here secret good housekeeping. This is somebody trying to cover up, clean up something. Now, this came out in my last reading. Let me see something. This came out in my last reading. Farmland. Something about a farm. So it looks like it was pertaining to his case. Okay? And a lot came out in my last reading. But this saying farmland also. It could be just be the word farm. It has here abuse, need for soul healing due to trauma, past or present. So this child experienced abuse as well, allegedly. Somebody knows will not talk by choice. Expresses apologies, regret. This could be the mom energy. So I'm definitely seeing neglect big time, okay? Abuse, neglect, ghosting, leaving a child behind, you abandon them. And this right here says long distance travel. So yeah, mom and the family, they're on the go. It has here by vehicle or by boat, but we also saw by plane as well. But it's speaking about distance travel. Period. It has here long distance travel, and they are saying that they could be in India because I believe that's mom, husband, Noel's stepfather is from India. So and also I didn't want to show this. Um, we had to let things play out. It says a rabbit hole. Rabbit hole can mean many things. When I think about rabbit hole, I think about he may not be found. Family. Um, it could be also more to the story because you don't know who knows who as far as people knowing people that can protect them. And then that's a rabbit hole in itself. If they end up in another country, you know, you got to get the embassy involved, and they have to try to track these people down. They may not even find mom, or if they find mom, that don't mean she's going to tell them what happened to her son or where her son location is. So according to the spirit, we're going down the rabbit hole. I think about just when you think you're close to finding him, the ball drops again. The fact that we saw dark web is a rabbit hole. Let me just say that there's a lot go on in the dark web. I don't even want to think about. Anything Spirit wants me to know about the disappearance of Noel Rodriguez? Anything Spirit wants me to know about the disappearance of Noel Rodriguez? Mm. It has here guilty. And this particular timeline, They were partying, having fun. This is allegedly. We did see in the last reading I did on Summer Moore, the message blood came out. She was found okay. But I told you also I picked up on, scattered energies. Come to find out it's from this case right here. So he could have been injured. Okay. I'm not gonna say it's by a knife, but he could have been injured. It has here demented, suffering from dementia, unable to think. This is one who's feeling very confused. They can't think. And also, I'm gonna show you also what I'm seeing here. Also, it has here took or was given medicine. This alone can cause you to feel like this, feeling drowsy, demented, unable to think. Now he was not given NyQuil, of course, but it looked like he was given medicine for whatever reason. And he does take medicine according to them. I don't know what kind of medicine. I don't know if if he was overdose or what. But anyway, it has here he was given medicine. This says having a romantic affair not committed. Allegedly, mom could have been doing her during this time, because we did see divorce, and she's not with his father. She's with, I guess, what, with her husband. She's with her husband, which is Noel's stepfather. It has here at home, hurt or harmed. So it seemed like, according to the spirit, this child was harmed at home. Something happened at home. Cause we saw good house keeping. That's somebody trying to clean up. So he may not have died at home, but it looked like he was hurt at home. It has here question dad. Is it his actual dad or the stepdad? Mom left with the stepdad, and they left out of town. It has here thank you. This can be baby Noel saying thank you to me. I'm praying that he's still with us, but he may be in the spirit realm. But also, I can look at this as though somebody is receiving something, and somebody's saying thank you, whether it be an offer or whatever the case may be. It has here taking bribes, money in favor or promise in order to influence the judgment or conduct position of trust. But anyway, this speaks about somebody taking a bribe, allegedly. Okay. It's a lot going on here also. It ain't saying rabbit hole for nothing. This offer is in your favor. Go for it. So this speaks about an offer, like I just said. Remember we see here, thank you. See that thank you? And it's talking about an offer. This offer is in your favor. Go for it. Something about receiving an offer. And it has here, thanks, mom. Now, this child not saying thanks, mom. It has here mother. Okay? Well, mom. It has here abandoned. So he was abandoned, allegedly. But according to the spirit, he was abandoned. It has here wrong direction, danger ahead. And family, it could have been an accident. Maybe he could have hurt himself. It could have been an accident. And instead of mom just going, to the authorities or getting him some help, I'm not sensing that a stranger had anything to do with this child disappearance. Let me just say that. But it has here, watch the company you keep Joker around. What I'm picking up is mom could have been distracted because we did see partying, having fun. We also seen something about drug use and drinking, as well as some addictions. I'm sensing that mom was very distracted on that day also, and could have been focusing on the wrong things or on the wrong individuals. Let me just say that. So that's what I'm picking up with this. I'm not sensing that a stranger had anything to do with this child disappearance. Cause I'm getting like question dad, and I'm getting energy about mom, as far as having a disconnection with your child. You know, that bond was somehow broken for whatever reason. But that's not on his end. That's on the mom end. Disconnecting from her child for whatever reason, and she knows what happened to him. She knows where he is. According to the spirit, he was abandoned. Anything else spirit want us to know about Noel Rodriguez? Anything else spirit want us to know about Noel Rodriguez? The second time this came out, it's allegedly, but it's the second time it came out. Crossover, goodbye. At the end of the day, he was not he wasn't treated well, family. It has here abuse. Okay? Abuse. Maybe, for mom, she had her reason to leave him, but no reason is a good reason to up and abandon your child. I'm through with this reading. It just turning me off. All we can do is just pray that he will be found. We know with God all things are possible. I've done many readings in the past, and it looked very hopeless, and they end up finding the child. Okay, it can happen. I would like to be wrong, to tell you the truth, because I don't wish no harm to this baby, you know. But when I shuffled and that came out the second time, to me that's confirmation. And that's not motherly to up and leave your child. I mean, that's like a selfish, okay? You think about yourself. So it looked like, mom got missing with her husband, with her other children that are healthy, and left him. He was the weakling, if you know what I mean. He was a weakling. He had a disability and he was sickly. So it's like, she saw him as a burden. Cause we saw that when I used a shadow deck as well. So did she sell him? Who knows? I don't even want to touch this case anymore. Let's keep this child in our prayers and pray that he will be found on time. I'm through this case. The fact I saw rabbit hole turns me off. Thank you for watching. I love you. Thank you for caring. That really warms my heart. Peace.